Hello, I'm Adam and welcome to the garden. In our video today, we're going to look at mulching techniques and discuss the no-dig method. In my garden, I use the no-dig method, which basically means that I don't dig the garden at all throughout the year. I only add a layer of mulch on top of the surface of the soil any time in the year when the bed becomes free, and then I grow directly into that bed. And there are so many different advantages to using the no-dig method. Firstly, it reduces the amount of time we need to weed the garden and tidy up, because weed germination is a lot less obvious when you use the no-dig system. Secondly, water retention. It holds the moisture in the soil and therefore you don't need to water the garden as often. Thirdly, it's great and beneficial for growing plants in a dense area. So if you don't have much space, you can get a lot of veg in a small compacted area because of the nutrients held in the soil. It is also beneficial to nature because you don't disturb the organisms within the soil itself, this allowing creatures such as worms and beetles to help you enhance the soil in the garden. This bed here is a fantastic example of why the no-dig method is beneficial in the garden. As you can see here, although the surface of the soil looks dry, if I dig my hands into the soil itself, it is actually quite moist, and this will help the plants then establish themselves in the garden without having to water them often, this saving you some time then to concentrate on other garden jobs. Also, there aren't many weeds on the surface, as I was saying, because weed germination, when you put a layer of mulch on the surface of the soil, isn't as prevalent because they don't reach the sun's light and therefore don't grow as well. So it reduces the amount of time you need as well to weed the garden, and that's a win-win because all gardeners feel that weeding can become a bit of a laborious task. So if we can reduce the amount we weed, then obviously we can create other opportunities to concentrate on other parts of the garden. All you need to get started to use the no-dig method at home is a sack of compost and an area of your garden that you wish to plant new plants in. As you can see, you spread an inch or two of compost on the surface of the soil and then even it out, ensuring that you have an even surface across the bed, and that's your bed then prepared and ready to be planted up. There's no more to it than that. After mowing the lawn, you can use the grass clippings as mulch around plants in your garden. Try not to form a too deep of a layer as it can break down and become quite squidgy, but an inch or two is absolutely fantastic to suppress weeds but also feed the soil, this enhancing plant growth. Another material that we have to hand at this time of year are fallen leaves from the trees. This again creates fantastic leaf mould, which acts as a fantastic mulch around the base of our plants. Mulching is a great job to do at this time of year, and there's so much different garden materials that you can reuse or recycle in the garden in doing so, be it straw or bedding from pets. As long as it's an organic matter that will break down over the winter months, it will make fantastic mulch for the garden. I hope this has given you an idea on how important it is to mulch your plants. And remember, if you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to leave a comment under the video or follow Growing the Future. Tan y tro nesa, hwyl am y tro.